Hello. It's really important to have systems set up in place to help you convert the maximum number of your leads into clients or customers. And the difference it can make is huge. So here's an example for a professional firm. So let's say you generate 120 leads in a year. So that's 10 a month. And you convert 40% of them, then you'd end up with 48 new clients. And let's say they pay fees of 1,000. Let's say they do that more than once. So let's say they pay you 4 times a year. Obviously, these figures vary depending on the type of business. That would make your revenue come to 192,000. You'll obviously have overheads. So that will be things like rent, rates, depreciation, but it'll also be wages and salaries. And you could count what you pay yourself as an overhead, because obviously you need to make that before the firm makes or the business makes any profit. So let's say the overheads are 100,000, your profit would be 92,000. Now, if you had proper funnels in place and you had proper drip systems in place to follow up on the buyer's journey from suspects to prospects to nearly ready to buy to ready to buy, and the now buyers, the ready to buy buyers are 3% of the overall figure generally. So let's say you've got systems in place to follow them through the buyer's journey, convert them into now buyers looking to use you because you've nurtured them along the buyer's journey. And then you've got sales funnels in place to actually convert them from being now buyers to actual clients. Let's say if you put all that in place, that you could get your conversion rate up from 40% to 60%, which doesn't sound that huge an improvement. But the difference it would make to your business would be massive, because now what happens is you would end up with 72 clients instead of 48, still spending the same money. You haven't changed anything. You haven't generated any new leads. You haven't increased your price. You haven't got them to buy more often, but you've just got more revenue. Your overheads won't change. So your revenue now is 288,000 instead of 192,000. Overheads are the same. Your bottom line profit would over more than double, 92,000 up to 188,000. And all you've done basically is have a proper system in place to nurture the buyer along the buyer's journey, which you could map out beforehand. And then you have proper sales funnels in place to convert them from being ready to buy to actual clients. So that would be a sales funnel and a sales process. Again, you'd have to map it out. Now, if you wanted to know more about how all that can work, go to bernardkeevy.com or feel free to message me, engage in conversation. So I hope you found that interesting. So the message basically is that relatively small improvements in a few key areas can make a huge difference to your bottom line. And one of the huge differences you could make is improving your conversion rate by having systems in place. Now, the other thing is all of those other variables can make a huge difference as well. So if you could increase your average price, or you could get people to buy more often, or you could get customers and clients to stay with you longer, any of those will make a huge difference to your bottom line. Obviously, looking at costs can work as well, but that's not that easy to do in the present climate. So I prefer to look at these things where you can actually put in systems in place and you can actually achieve massive results. I hope you found that useful and interesting. And thank you very much for watching.